Action.
Leaving the Napa Valley to go see my daughter and have Thanksgiving at their house. And so for the next 2 hours, we will be in traffic. And there's nothing like traffic to bring out the very worst in me, and I think in most people. It's the principle of dog eat dog, which we, for the most part, are able to cover up in our daily life, but somehow out here on the road, it comes out in ugly form. We have these giant cars, these beautiful miracles of machinery that can push us around at more than a mile a minute to go where we want to go, and these giant beautiful roads, and then we get out on them and there's stupid people in our way everywhere, and it's just so infuriating because the world could be so beautiful if there weren't other people in it. Just a quick review, because facing up, there are 3 things that are involved. One is facing the fact that we are lost in this world, that we really don't have answers for anything. And I call this specter Ignarus, and I've talked a lot about that, but I can kind of make peace with that, with the fact that I'm lost in this world. I can see how facing that I don't know everything opens the door to wonder. And if I did know everything, it would be kind of dull to be omniscient. And then what would you investigate? How would you learn? How would you grow? So I can kind of make peace with Ignarus, with being lost. The second specter is Vanitas, this longing that we feel in this world because we can never reach the end of the rainbow. No matter what we do, no matter how hard we try, we always wind up wanting more. And we get everything we want, and then we want some more. And this is very frustrating. So, we say with King Solomon, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. And that's very frustrating, that you can't ever find the satisfaction. Vanitas. But I can even make peace with that, because imagine if you could. Again, what would happen if you came to the end of the rainbow and you had everything you wanted, everything you needed, and you were there? Again, it would just be really boring, really dull. So I can see how Vanitas is necessary for me to experience life and enjoy life. There has to be a pursuit. There has to be some sort of a quest. And if I was already at the end of all quests, then there could be no quest. So I can make peace with my longing and accept that. That's a part of life. But the third specter, Rapax, which is just this loneliness that we feel, this alienation that we feel, especially when we're out trying to drive. It seems like to really bring Rapax into focus for us. Like, this car in front of me is really slow and I'm getting annoyed, so I'm gonna go around in here and hopefully it won't, anyways. There's always some stupid idiot doing some stupid thing, and it's not just on the road, it's everywhere. The thing is, it's not just people, it's not just other people. The whole world is set up in such a way that everything lives by feeding off of everything else. And where I can make peace with Ignarus and Vanitas, Rapax, I don't have an explanation for it. I don't understand it. I don't get why the world has to be made in such a way that everything is attacking everything else. I know it's beautiful, which is also really strange when everything is like consuming everything else and in fighting for air, fighting for space in the ground, fighting for money, fighting for space on the road, fighting. It ought to be just ugly, but it's not. It's beautiful. So I don't get Rapax, but I do know this. I do know that I have a choice, and that is, well, what comes naturally is just anger and then to attack. Anger and attack. So angry at that car, honk at them, flip them off, give them the bird, anger and attack. And when I do that, I feel cut off. Not just from the world around me or that idiot in front of me, but also just like cut off from myself. I feel diminished. I feel smaller. Thankfully, there is a choice, and that is to look at this world and understand we're all in the same boat. And I am also a predator, and I may be very polite in how I do it, but I got to eat too. And, we're all kind of jockeying for number one. So when I see that and accept it, I can choose compassion. Just compassion that we're all in this. Nobody asked for this, but here we are. And I find that I have a choice as a human to look at another object or another person and decide to treat them with compassion and say, I get it. I understand. I may not like what you just did, but I don't hate you. And when I do that, and then go on to treat them with kindness, I find that I feel more enlarged, bigger, more alive. And that's easier said than done, because I think that, anger and attack are pretty much hardwired. It's what we do when we're threatened. We, threaten back and attack back, but you don't have to. I don't have to. And so making peace with Dropbox has been my hardest feat of all. This tension with other people, other things, and finding I haven't figured this one out. You see what I'm saying? With the other two, I can say I kind of see how they are necessary, but with this one, I don't get it. And I have a hard time understanding any kind of a maker or a creator who would set the world up in such a way that everything exists by devouring every other thing. I don't get it. So this is one where I just have to throw up my hands and say, I don't get it, but I do see that I have a choice. And it's just so much more satisfying to give thanks for other people, to open my heart, to show compassion, to treat people with kindness. And I do that not because I've overcome self-interest in a way, because it's purely selfish. I know that when I do that, I feel better. I feel more connected. My life is better. So just hope that you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Made it all the way from Yountville to Napa. Only an hour and 45 minutes to go to Los Gatos. Oh, and a PS. Julie, my camera person over there in the passenger seat, pointed out that maybe I should have my hands on the wheel when I drive, and that maybe I shouldn't be making videos while I'm driving, and that maybe the person who most needs to be hated, rejected, honked at is right here. But she's wrong.